partnership is already built. 56 of 45. Nepal certainly would want to go north of 140 at least.
Change in bowling. With wrist spinner Navin Badesi into the attack, young man from Trinidad. Really came to the limelight during the West Indies Breakout League in the Caribbean earlier this year. And that's exactly what Pardell is integrating there. He bowls a lot of deliveries out of the front of the hand that just slides on to you. A little googly that works for him sometimes, and wicket-to-wicket option. So with Mala striking the ball on the onside so well, and the leg side is a shorter boundary, slightly shorter.
Sweet boy, sweet boy, sweet boy.
Shorter one again. Slided. Skidded. It'll be interesting to see if Navin will have the guts, if he shows the guts to go full and give some air to Kushal Malla, because he's vulnerable with that shot as well. Wide. This has been a bit of concern for the West Indies bowling department. Too many extras already. Three to the fielder. This partnership now 58. But these batters will have to now think and talk what is the exact time that will go full Monty. Gone for one. Has he connected it well enough? No. A very good catch.
Come on!
And the bowling change actually works. Wicket in the very first over for Naveen. And Kushal Malla's good start has not been converted.
It's a good catch from Jason Holt, a big man, a tall man. He got down very well. And the first international wicket for Navin Badesi. His year just continues to get better and better. One of the breakout players of the CPL tournament as well as the Breakout League. In Northeast Trinidad, his parents will be celebrating with him. A much needed breakthrough. Malla, Kushal Malla goes for 30. It is now 70 for 3.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव बनाउँदै लभी हस्पिटालिटी ग्रुप
Bowling right arm over. Every spin, boys, every spin, boys.
Electric. Middle one. Thank you.
Get another one here now. Get another one here now. Two left.
Gulshan Jah.
Oh, yes, now. No. Oh, you're not kill.
Yes, following his career so far, Gulshan Jah is versatile cricketer. At one point I thought his bowling might have superseded his batting, but under previous coach Monty Desai was given opportunity to bat up the order, and sometimes effectively.
This is how Kushal Malla was dismissed. Was in the slot as well. And converted into a big strike that time, Kushal Malla. And Gulshan, yes, he's been a superstar. He's taken Nepal to victory from very unlikely situations in the past. 11 gone, 71 for 3.
So, man, you good with that, right?
Hotel at your fingertips. देशभरिका विभिन्न होटलहरू बुक गर्नुहोस् एकै क्लिकमा। अब होटल बुकिङ पनि ई सेवाबाटै।
A wicket for Hussein Holder and Navin Bidesi. Ramon Simmons is back, the young Barbadian. And Carlos Brathwaite, as we mentioned before, gave him his cap. And left-handed seamer was indifferent in his first over. He holds former West Indies quick bowler Kemar Roach in high esteem, actually, as a hero of his. Kemar Roach, obviously right-handed seamer. And we've told the story in the Caribbean many times that Ramon's actually at a very young age, 8 or 9 years old, started bowling right-handed only because Kemar Roach was his hero. He idolized him. And then I think it was his granddad who said, yo, you're left-handed. Put the ball in your left hand and run in and bowl. Lovely young man who bowled with great control in the just concluded CPL in the Caribbean.
Inside edge this time. There is protection. Rohit Paudel will have to play a very sensible innings here. He's got this start again, 26 of 30. It has been a cautious innings by Nepal skipper. But at what point of time will Nepal press on the accelerator? That's the question. They lost 2 wickets very early in the innings. Then a partnership. Now Gulshan has come in, a left-hander replacing the other.
A good example of taking the single and putting the pressure on the field and getting 2 in the end. That's exemplary running so far.
And the awareness of the boys, always looking forward to convert singles into doubles. Again, not the best of fielding pieces you'll see. But the alertness was there, and they stole the second run. Release of some pressure for Nepal.
He's got a nice little slow ball. And he's bowled well across phases, Ramon Simmons. So this is another sort of growth experience for him coming up to this level for the first time. Man, a deep fine leg, very fine since Paudel played that little ramp shot down there early in the innings. Struck it well enough. It's the shorter of the 2 square boundaries. Just 61 meters, but a good strike from Paudel.
This was on the cards. This was certainly on the cards. A shorter one to Rohit Paudel. Pulled it well enough on the middle of the bat. And 65 meter 6. Very well struck by Nepal captain.
I love his composure, Rohit Paudel. Always have. Because he's been captain since, what, 2022. And he still has much to do. 82 for 3.
यो डाक्टर नवीन को सधैँ नयाँ चमकदार देखिने घर जसको सबै छिमेकीले गुनासो मात्रै गर्छन् कसैको नयाँ घर हेरेर घाँटी भाङ्गिएको गुनासो सबै हैरान आए लिएर गुनासोको चाम
छोरा जन्मिदा घरमा एशियन पेन्ट्स अल्टिमा प्रोटेक्ट शाइन लगाएको त्यति नै हो
यसमा भएको युभी हाइब्रिड टेक्नोलोजीले घाम पानी धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं वर्ष सुरक्षा घर रहन्छ सधैँ शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष
Good call to get Gulshan Jha up the order, one left-hander replacing the other. There's No doubt a platform here for Nepal to build from. Going along at just a fraction shy of 7 runs per over. They'll want to build upon that, and that man on your screen is the key. The skipper, Rohit Paudel. And that's why he manipulates the ball into vacant areas so well. That'll be 4. I've got a man joining me in the commentary box who manipulated the ball to all parts himself. Sharad Vasakar, good evening to you, my friend.
Good evening, Andrew. A good shot there behind square by Rohit. Yeah, was drifted down the leg and helped it on its way. Using the pace and over the short fine fielder, 4-4.
Now looks to go the other way. Really high quality batting, and what's even better is the running between the wickets. It's a real trademark of the way in which Nepal play their cricket. Their speed, their dexterity, their athleticism. And Paudel and Irie are probably the quickest 2 in the entire team.
Absolutely. Nice reverse paddle. Good running between the wicket. Already ready for the 3rd run there, Rohit.
We already saw that once, didn't we? And I think the West Indies are maybe a little shell-shocked by just how quick they are between the wickets. We saw Stuart Law talk in a feature piece with Paul Radley of the National in the build-up to this series about how he wants his side to play their own brand of T20 cricket, not necessarily look to hit big sixes altogether too often, but run well between the wickets, manipulate the ball into the gaps. And look for the occasional big one, but this time he's holed out. And it's 2 for the debutant. We saw Holder roar when he took the first catch, but that's a big, big moment as the captain falls.
You went for the big heave. Went for the longer side, Rohit. Could time it well enough. Was building on well. See there. A length ball tried to go over mid-wicket.
I think it's Hakeem August who's taken the catch, so the debutants are combining and the future looking bright for the West Indies. Paudel's gone for 38, 89 for 4.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव बनाउँदै लभी हस्पिटालिटी ग्रुप
Keep going up. 2 more. Right arm over. Good balls, boy. Good balls, boy. Keep pitching, brother. Keep pitching, brother.
Captain replaced by the vice-captain. In comes Dipender Singh Uri. He's played more T20 internationals than any other Nepal player. And he's very nearly been cleaned up first ball. And the keeper, Jangu, feels as though he might still be dismissed. Swift piece of glove work as Irie kept his foot in place.
Now, would be a very interesting replay. It's the first ball Dipender faced.
I think it might have been the googly. We heard Ian Bishop talk about. He's not necessarily a huge turner of the ball, but he does have that variety. It's a modern way, isn't it, for a wrist spinner? They grow up in this diet of T20 cricket, probably not trying to turn too many. Big aggressive stroke, wasn't it, from Irie from his very first delivery? Has he been able to get that foot back? Yeah, it looks like he's comfortably back. Might just check the front foot as well, of course.
That seems to be safe.
My big question to you, Sharad, is there a single West Indian fan in this ground outside of maybe our 2 co-commentators? It's a sea of blue and red.
Absolutely, haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. We'll always just check the front foot and indeed the method of appeal for the dismissal as well. I think safely home, and I suspect that's what our third umpire, Vinay Kumar Jha, will say in a moment's time. Shara, this is a huge series, isn't it? Can you get across the anticipation back home in Nepal?
Absolutely, no doubt. I mean, like everyone would be watching this game. It's a weekend, Saturday, a holiday, so everyone would be glued in their TV screens, their mobiles, and their laptops. You see there, Dipendra getting the foot back, right back behind that line, and not out is given.
Yeah, the correct decision. No doubt about that. And good use of the technology as well. Happy faces up in the crowd. Oh, there's a West Indian fan. We've spotted one in the bottom left. And he's
Good
got
eyesight, Andrew.
He's got the top on too. It's like that Where's Waldo game, isn't it? There's one. There is just one.
Good dodge, boy.
Introducing Devil's Hot Chicken Noodles. Nepal's hottest bite. It's devilicious.
To Nepal, whether they're overseas or whether, like me, has been somewhat adopted, there are hopes of better times ahead, Sharad.
Absolutely. Things are getting back to normal, and it's Dosai time now. It's festival time for Nepal, and you can see it in the crowd as well.
Not quite the big day yet, is it? The big day, I think, is next week for Tika.
Yeah, it's coming up very soon. That's the main day, Dosera time.
Now Ja tries to go downtown. He's got a good piece of this. It just keeps going and going and gone. I think long on thought for all money it was coming straight to him, Obed McCoy, but the power, the strength of Gulshan Ja muscles it for 6.
The long levers coming in handy again. Gulshan Ja just swings it hard. Those long levers went really high. Just over the ropes.
Shara, that ball must have gone as high as it went long. It must have gone 80 meters long and 90 meters high. What a strike, audacious from Gulshan Ja.
Gave it a full swing, didn't he? Nearly on that lights level.
Come on.
That's his go-to shot over long on and mid-wicket. Connects it well.
Now's the time for Dipender Singh Ari to compliment Gulshan Ja. Doesn't need to look for the big shots, but needs to rotate the strike, get the ones and twos that he does well.
Yeah, a single after that big shot. And now Dipender on strike. He doesn't have much time either. Still yet to get off the mark. Key player in this side.
Yes, man!
Now, big appeal. It's a stifled appeal, almost a delayed one. And it's coming from Jangu rather than the captain. On his captaincy debut, Akil Hussain. Keeper was convinced, everyone else uninterested.
Was sort of a half-hearted appeal there.
I just wonder, as Dipender Singh Ari got away with one there, it would have been a 4th ball duck. He's off the mark now. Certainly Jangu was convinced.
Yeah, looked close, coming wide of the crease, angled it in, just holding the line, and there was a deflection, but very hard to say from up here.
Just wonder if he might have hit his pad. Cut away, well in front to square. Should be plenty of time for 2. In fact, Dipender Singh Ari, well, it's almost a walk or a canter or a trot for him. He's that quick. 14 bowled, 99 for 4.
Introducing Devil's Hot Chicken Noodles. Nepal's hottest bite. It's devilicious.
Sharjah, the shades of Kathmandu or Lalitpur right here in one of the 7 Emirates. Great atmosphere building up. We're seeing a young leg spinner start really, really well in international cricket. Nepal have had their problems against wrist spin in particular.
Yeah, that's right. Playing spinners has been their strength in the past, but recent times, you can see they're giving some wickets away to the spinners as well. And there it goes through the gate, just missing the stumps.
Well, this is a beauty, and this is a very special piece of bowling. It has done everything but bowl him. It has only missed for one reason, Sharad, and that's height. He's quite a tall young man. It's that extra bit of bounce, and I don't think it's been picked. It's a very good googly.
Absolutely, he didn't pick that one. Was trying to force it through the offside against the spin. Was really surprised there. How did it miss the stumps?
It's such a good googly because you will tend to think as a batter you're told by your coach to watch for the palm of the hand or the ball coming from the back of the hand. But have a look at this here. Very hard to pick. It all comes in a flash.
Yeah, he has a very quick arm action. Naveen just went missing those top of the off stump.
Yeah, that wide has brought the 100 up. That's why there was ripples of cheers. There is always here at Sharjah the opportunity to go large in the slog overs, the final 5, if you will, Sharad. They have a platform, but they're going to need plenty more than they have.
Oh, catch it!
And Irie has those fast hands, and they're fast enough to get 6. Didn't clear deep backward square by much, but it cleared him by enough. A first maximum for the vice-captain.
How did he connect that? It was just a merry flick behind square. Timed it well enough. Just evading that high jump of McCoy.
It's the second time McCoy's been in the deep and cannot believe the catch hasn't gone to hand. That one that Gulshan Jah got down over long on, and now the one deep backward square. It's that little kind of almost in-swingery bowls. I never bowled that one, Sharon, I promise.
Yeah, looks to give some pace on the ball. Was it very flat? And Dipendra enjoying that square region.
These two met in the Cricket World Cup qualifier 2 years ago. I remember after that game vividly, the West Indies sides giving lots of advice back. Then we saw the West Indies tour, Raymond Simmons, of course, playing in the Nepal Premier League for the Lumbini Lions. I don't think his captain, Rohit Paudel, will have minded hitting him for 6. The Lions skipper. Great relationship has built up between these two countries. As that closes out Badesi's 3rd, it's 108 for 4. We also saw a lovely moment with Brian Lara coming to Nepal and also posting a message of support for this series.
Absolutely, the legend himself coming over to Nepal, and things were built on from there. And this has
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Indulge this festive season with Sunfeast Dark Fantasy. Grab it before it's gone.
Nepal all the way down in 18th, so a 12-spot gap between these two sides. And that will just give you a little semblance of the picture of the scale of the challenge for Nepal throughout this inaugural Unity Cup as Jason Holder returns to the attack.
guiding that behind point for a run. Still taking his time, Dipendra.
This is a table that Stuart Law will be aspiring to get up and kind of maybe not just into the top 15, maybe the top 10 in times ahead, particularly if they can get more games against the full members.
Absolutely, and they need a win or two to get up, to climb up that ladder. This is a good opportunity today, the first game of the series.
There'll be so many eyes on Muscat in just 2 weeks' time. They're from it's October 8th through to 17th. 9 teams playing out for the 3 final T20 World Cup spots. As this one beats the outside edge. The Africa qualifiers ongoing right now. Zimbabwe and Namibia have had a really hot start. Don't rule out Nigeria, of course, as well. They had a big win on the opening day too. But you just get a sense that there's a growing belief in this young Nepal side. Back-to-back World Cups would be a big achievement.
Absolutely. Everyone back home would love to get qualified, Nepal qualified. They are having good preparations in the last couple of months too.
That's the platform we were talking about, that they've got to think about 10 runs and over here in these last 5. It's got to drive up towards that 160 marker to have a realistic chance of defending, you'd say, Sharad.
Absolutely. It has to be above 50 at least, and they have some batting left in the bench. Sandeep Johra, the informed Sandeep Johra, who played very well again for Nepal A, and also Karan Casey.
I suppose one of the fascinating things for me about watching Nepal's evolution over recent years, the Desire and now into the Law era, Holder nails that Yorker. Irie does well. He wants 2, Jazz says no. Is that flexibility that Nepal have always had. So many of their players can bat and bowl in multiple positions. It's almost impossible to guess who's going to be coming in next. Karan KC could even be sent in up the order.
Absolutely. Depends upon who the bowlers will be bowling next. And you could see there.
The real 2 bowlers alongside Budesi that Nepal have struggled with, Akil Hussain and Jason Holder, world class.
Absolutely, and the way he has pulled the length back, all experience coming into play and running the fingers over the ball as well in this wicket.
A great mix of the Yorkers and then the shorter deliveries. Long way to go to get up towards that 170 plus. Outstanding. This is really, really impressive from Jason Holder. Just couldn't lay a bat on that over, only 3 from it. It's 111 for 4.
Hotel at your fingertips. देशभरिका विभिन्न होटलहरू बुक गर्नुहोस् एकै क्लिकमा। अब होटल बुकिङ पनि ई सेवाबाटै।
Indulge this festive season with Sunfeast Stark Fantasy. Grab it before it's gone.
Navin Bidesi for his final over. He's bowled well, actually, for someone on international debut. Generally bowls a good length. And as we've stressed before, bowls a nice one out of the front of the hand. Again, like that, and then a googly leg spinner. Doesn't turn a great deal. Your thoughts, Carlos?
Yeah, it's been good to watch. Refreshing, actually. So many years now we've called for that wrist spin addition to West Indies, especially in white ball cricket. We know the ability to take wickets. He's also proved that he can be economical. Only going for 20 and 4 balls to go in his spell, so
might be big enough from Gulshan Jha. He strikes a long ball.
this is quality. He rocked back. So many players would try to hit that through the leg side, but he slapped it straight. Always aim for that side screen, and that he did.
Toughed up Jason Holder has another over up his sleeve. Obed McCoy is another option, as well as Ramon Simmons to close out the back end of the innings. Here, one available for Holder. Simmons has a couple. Obed McCoy has a couple available. Another wide. He just tried to take him wide to stay away from that lovely bat swing of Gulshan Jah.
Yeah, and the 6 was also away from him, and he slapped it straight against going leg side. So he realized he has to go a little bit further out the arc, but too far on that occasion.
Not hit that one well enough. Just Casey Carty, he makes simple things look difficult. And this is some debut in senior colours for Navin Bidesi. His 3rd wicket.
He's stuck to his guns, Bidesi. He's kept it wide, slammed for 6 couple balls ago, but stuck to it and now rewarded. It was a very exciting reward on the end from Casey Carty. Should have been a regulation. But raise your hand in applause, young man. You've been excellent today on debut. Gulshan Jah was exciting while he lasted. 22 he got, 119 for 5 Nepal.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव बनाउँदै लभी हस्पिटालिटी ग्रुप
So middle turn. Next turn.
One left. Right arm over. One more. Ball up, ball up. Straight and slip. Tell him don't slip. Tell him don't slip now then. Straight and slip. Straight and slip. Yeah, now.
Sandeep Johra is the new batter. Wide, another wide signal. That's the only little blemish on Bidesi tonight, but that's expected in his first senior game. What was the line of it? That's critical. He was going across him quite often, yes. And sticking, as Carlos said, to his strengths.
Yeah, it's been a good watch. I think West Indies have unearthed a leg spinner. It's a tick for the breakout league, where a leg spinner was forced to be a part of a team and bowl. And Bidesi is showing a kiss to the sky. Good start, young man. 17 overs gone, 121 for 5 Nepal.
Fair and Handsome, भनेको छ smart and handsome brightening cream and face wash with nature and science. Natsai reduces dark spots, gives instant brighter look. Smart and handsome.
हरेक दिन
handsome code.
हामी हौ KIEC अब्रोड स्टडी तथा टेस्ट प्रिपरेसन को लागि एउटा विश्वसनीय नाम अस्ट्रेलिया UK US क्यानाडा न्यूजीलैंड कहाँ पढ्न जान चाहनुहुन्छ तपाई आउने हैन त KIEC
Here in Sharjah, teams have gone at over 11 and over in this what we call death phase, over 16 to 20. Can Nepal do that? Obed McCoy is back. And for him, he was a leading wicket taker against Nepal last year when the West Indies A went to Nepal. But he's been plagued by injuries, Carlos, as you know. So sort of every outing is, can I set a standard, a mark to reintegrate myself with my slower balls and my wide deliveries at this stage? Yeah, looks like a little bit of pace off then.
Yeah, difficult to say in the middle of a T20 series, but I think first-class cricket would help Obed McCoy so much. Just for the volume of deliveries, he'd have the ball at top pace, hitting a good line and length. We all know the value and the quality of his slow balls. To deceive the best on his day. However, if you're up at 140 and close to 145, which he's been in the past, and then you go down to 110, it's such a more difficult proposition than hovering around 129, 131, and then going down to 110, something he struggled with when he hasn't bowled a lot.
It's very good in terms of length, and it looked to nip back. Uncomfortable. Yeah, very, very good delivery.
Yeah, and he has so many tricks up his sleeve, Obed. He can swing the ball back, he can seam the ball back like he did just now. And he has the slow ball where he goes off break, going away from the right hand, and he has the back of the hand slow ball. Just to put it together consistently.
I'm searching for that Yorker Veer. Just saw that graphic on the bottom left of our screen. Sterling work done by our statistician, recording the death overs average run rate this year here. Of course, it doesn't stand true that it'll happen every time. Different teams. And this is an authentic West Indies team, but bereft of a number of their first choice players. But Nepal, for all intents and purposes, are playing against the West Indies. And so any sort of victory they can gather against this team, history will show it as the West Indies. And similarly, what's the goal for Ogis and the many new faces in this West Indies team? Totem pole. Is it looking towards the World Cup and then winning, or vice versa?
I think it's winning first. I think West Indies needs to breed a culture, a new culture of winning. Every time you step on the park in maroon, you win.
Not hit well enough. Oh yes, it's parried over. Think it might be Joel Andrew. Young Antiguan will be very disappointed not to hold on to that, but Nepal supporters are jumping.
Obed McCoy thought he had a wicket. I think slightly misjudged. Ended up being full stretch above his head. Should be taken at this level. And yeah, that confirms it. Falling over for 6. So joy for the Nepalese fans. And it'll be disappointment for Obed McCoy. Yet to pick up a wicket in this game.
Get the best value.
Jason Holder. He was good in his previous over. Can he finish it? Again, the running is excellent.
Yeah, they've stuck to what they know best. Nepal running hard between the wickets. They've been very good at it, turning 2s into 3s even, at least on one occasion. But you asked a question also with Bishop about what is the main focus. I think when you find a culture where you have to win, then players start to realize I need to be selfless because it's all about winning. As soon as we start to prioritize player performance, it can be to the detriment of the team. Development is very important, and that's why these guys have the opportunity to talk about breakout leagues, to talk about CPL experience. Now you're here in Maroon, it's about winning games. You find a chance and a way to win games from any position. You write yourself into the chance to making a selection for a World Cup, another series, a full-strength team. And one thing that we need to get better at as a West Indies unit is problem solving. So although it may not be ideal, how can we come out the other side with a W? I think that is paramount.
If he goes wide of off stump. Because he set that man out there and taken. He just shifted Bidesi into that straightish extra cover area just before that ball was served up. And the planners worked for the excellent Jason Holder. And that's how to catch Joel Andrew and Casey Carty.
The planning has been good from West Indies. Good field setting, as you mentioned. Last ball, Bidesi was sent back. And he still stayed 5 steps off, wary of the 2, and turned it into a catching opportunity. Jason Holder rewarded again for good consistency. Nepal 135 for 6.
Thank you. 3 left.
Balkani. You can hear the call for 2 again. Shouldn't be.
Back up!
Yeah. I think the real challenge will come with the bats because there's a number of inexperienced players trying to find a synergy and batting together for the West Indies at this level. So if Nepal, say, can get close to 145, 150 with their bowling attack, West Indies will have their work cut out with the new faces, especially in and amongst Kyle Mayers and Holder, who have experience with the bat. Fabian Allen.
And I think it's very important that those guys that you know call stand up and be counted for. They need to be the ones to get the bulk of the runs. Akil Hossain there presenting the cap for Amir Jangu. Hakeem Ogis, Jason Orr to Navin Badesi. I had the privilege of presenting to Ramon Simmons. Stupendous! Kareem Agor making an impact. That is a tremendous catch. Firstly, to make the ground and to dive low and laterally and scoop it up. And a smile to boot, not from the Nepal fans.
Well, he's taken a catch now for 2 international nations. He's played for the USA, and I'm sure he's taken a catch there. It was outstanding. Outstanding. Fabian Allen would be proud of that. Perhaps West Indies' best fielder, Fabian Allen. He leaves the ground here, and he's almost parallel and in the air when the ball hits his hand. That is a standard, Jason Holder is saying, that is set for the rest of this tour. As a Sundeep Johra goes for 9, it is now 136 for 7.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव बनाउँदै लभी हस्पिटालिटी ग्रुप
Coming over. One more.
Holder. Another one. Another one for Jason Holder. He's having a wonderful evening and setting the standard for the rest of the bowlers and the fielders in the team.
This is why Jason Holder is here, folks. Personal performance, he's been exceptional in the Caribbean Premier League for a while now. And he's leading, albeit not as captain, but he's showing and setting the standard. 4 for 20 off his quota, and he's brought West Indies a little bit closer to where they'd want to be in these death overs. First ball dot for Karan KC, 136 for 8 Nepal.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव बनाउँदै लभी हस्पिटालिटी ग्रुप
Coming left arm over the wicket.
Indulge this festive season with Sunfeast Dark Fantasy. Grab it before it's gone. Indulge this festive season with Sunfeast Dark Fantasy. Grab it before it's gone.
Get the best value American.
There's a good call on the wicket, actually, by Carlos. That might be tight. No, he gets home again. Good running. And the previous wicket, though, was a much calmer affair. Yeah, most T20 wickets this year. Another one to the compilation for Jason Holder. 74 in T20s this year. A leader in T20 cricket. And you're right, he bowled well again in CPL and batted well and led reasonably well.
Yeah, I'd say since the captaincy has been relinquished of the captaincy, there's be a smiling enjoyment around the game of Jason Holder, a refreshed, rebooted, reinvigorated Jason Holder. And that's why I think he's so important in this series, not only for himself and his personal performances, his personal goals. But to kind of build a demeanor in the dressing room that you would want, to set the standard for young players so they can see firsthand what is needed to succeed at the highest level. And obviously if you can take 4 for 20 in each game, you take that as well.
Leg stick.
As we saw in that previous delivery, he's got the option of going wide if he wants to, as he did previously with a deep backward point, deep extra cover. That is a top shot. It truly is good ball striking to use the feet and take that wide side of the field out of play.
Lots to love about this. Cut the angle, advance down the track, give himself slight bit of room on the advance, and able to pongo it straight down the field for maximum.
There's more room wide for Obed McCoy to go if he chooses. In for that blue line outside off stump if he can. That's good. Yeah, your call on the Karima Gore catch was with as much enthusiasm I had back in 2016 when you hit those 4 sixes to take West Indies to their second World Cup. And you captained the West Indies post that period. Yeah, sixes, Carlos Brathwaite, renowned for that. Those sixes, 8 sixes, 6 fours. And now have transitioned seamlessly into the broadcasting booth, although you're still dabbling in playing games of T20 cricket. Should be a wicket. I say should. Jewel Andrew. Oh, goodness me. No, 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 Jewel. That's feel should have been routine. 20 overs. Now completed, and Nepal end at 148 for 8.
We call it a dolly in the Caribbean. Some would say a mannequin. Should be as straightforward as they come and grasped. And folks, we've seen this. You drop the very last. Drop a catch off your last delivery. They managed to get 2. Every run in T20 cricket is important. It's been a good finish by the West Indies. Not the best catching effort by Joel Andrew. Dropped 2 off Obed McCoy. But the West Indies will be happy with chasing 149 to win.
Get the best value American degree in Nepal. How do you say? When we got the best of everything, all at the best value.
Left arm spin, that was a good matchup for him. Everyone contributed going all the way down. A few cameos from Goshan, Dipendra Singh Airi. And all told, 148 for 8 Nepal.
Jason Holder's name stands out with 4 for 20. Bowled well across the phases. Navin Bidesi has continued to set tongues wagging. 3 for 29 on T20 international debut. And Akil Hussain also outstanding, 1 for 18. But runs on the board here against the West Indies unit that has 4 debutants and some inexperience. Let's join Lenny's downstairs, and he has one of the players with him.
Gulshan, thanks for joining us. What was the experience like out there? An amazing crowd.
It was really fun playing with them. It was really fun playing with them. So we are already very much excited for the series. So it was great.
You hit 2 very big sixes. Is that an area of the ground you were looking to target?
Not at all. Boundary is not that much big, so I'm just waiting for my zone ball. So I go for it.
Tell me about the second innings, 147 on the board. Do you think that can be enough if you bowl and field very well?
Yeah, I think it's a good total to defend on. So let's go. And it will be a team effort.
Okay, Gulshan, very best of luck in the second innings.
Thank you.
Good young player, Gulshan Jah. Well, the West Indies have a test on their hands. Akil Hussain's men need 149 to try to win this contest. We'll take a short break and we'll be back here at Sharjah with much more. Don't go away.
Unity Cup, Nepal versus West Indies, powered by Extreme Energy Drink, in association with Coca-Cola, NASA Securities, Lovey Hospitality Group, associate sponsors, Bajaj Pulsar, Devil's Hot Chicken Noodles, eSewa, supported by Model Institute of Technology MIT, Nepal Airlines, Nepal Tourism Board, Bardhan IVF Nepal, Vivo, broadcasted by Routine of Nepal Bandar.
यो डाक्टर नवीन को सधैँ नयाँ चमकदार देखिने घर जसको सबै छिमेकीले गुनासो मात्रै गर्छ कसैको नयाँ घर हेरेर घाँटी बाङ्गिएको गुनासो सबै हैरान आए लिएर गुनासोको चाम
छोरा जन्मिदा घरमा एशियन पेन्ट्स अल्टिमा प्रोटेक्ट शाइन लगाएको त्यति नै हो
यसमा भएको युभी हाइब्रिड टेक्नोलोजीले घाम पानी धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं वर्ष सुरक्षा घर रहन्छ सधैँ शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष
हामी हौ KIEC अब्रोड स्टडी तथा टेस्ट प्रिपरेसनको लागि एउटा विश्वसनीय नाम अस्ट्रेलिया UK US क्यानाडा न्युजिल्यान्ड कहाँ पढ्न जान चाहनुहुन्छ तपाई आउने हैन त KIEC
पिउने पानी भण्डारणको लागि सबैभन्दा उपयुक्त स्टेनलेस स्टिल वाटर ट्याङ्क पञ्चकन्या SS ट्याङ्क 10 वर्षदेखि गुणस्तरीय सेवामा समर्पित
ब्रदर KFC मा केही गोल्ड छ भने देखाउनुस् न प्लिज
Introducing the KFC Gold Edition, a taste like never before. The best of KFC, topped with melting cheese gold.
त्यो गोल्ड भन्दा नि दामी रहेछ अनि मेरो नक्कली भन्दा दामी रहेछ भाइ
Fair and Handsome, भनेको छ smart and handsome, brightening cream and face wash. With nature and science, Natsai reduces dark spots, gives instant brighter look. Smart and handsome.
हरेक दिन handsome code.
Hi, I'm Ronishma. पुरा नाम भन्यो भने सोशल मिडियामा स्टक गर्छौ तर अहिले मलाई मेरो करियरमा फोकस गर्नु छ र हजुरहरूले पनि गर्नुपर्छ किनभने जान छ अब्रॉड जस्तै अस्ट्रेलियामा डेटा साइन्स USA मा IT या UK मा बिजनेस त्यसैले ग्लोबल रिचलाई गर्नुहोस् राइट स्वाइप कहाँ पढ्नुहुन्छ के पढ्नुहुन्छ कुन युनिभर्सिटी भिजा कसरी सबै ग्लोबल रिचले हेर्छ
हामी हौ KIEC अब्रोड स्टडी तथा टेस्ट प्रिपरेसनको लागि एउटा विश्वसनीय नाम अस्ट्रेलिया UK US क्यानाडा न्युजिल्यान्ड कहाँ पढ्न जान चाहनुहुन्छ तपाई आउने हैन त KIEC
won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Indulge this festive season with Sunfeast Dark Fantasy. Grab it before it's gone.
Introducing Devil's Hot Chicken Noodles. Nepal's hottest bite. It's devilicious.
Hotel at your fingertips. देशभरिका विभिन्न होटलहरू बुक गर्नुहोस् एक
उनी महावीर पुन करिब 2 वर्ष अगाडि आइडिएस पडकास्टमा मैले उनलाई प्रश्न गरेको थिएँ, तपाईलाई अब राजनीतिमा आउन रहर छैन?
तपाईलाई चाहिँ अब राजनीतिमा आउन चाहिँ रहर छैन?
छैन, पटक्कै रहर छैन राजनीतिमा। किनभने यो राजनीति भन्ने कुरा हामी जस्तो मान्छेले यो गर्ने कुरै होइन क्या।
कुनै जमाना राजनीति भनेको हामी जस्ता मान्छेले गर्ने चिज नै होइन भन्ने महावीर पुन आज मन्त्री बनेका छन्। त्यस्तै मन्त्रीहरूलाई नै बोलाएर प्रश्न सोध्ने जगदीश खरेल आज आफै उत्तर दिने ठाउँमा पुगेका छन्। उनी पनि मन्त्री बनेका छन्। अनि ऊर्जा मन्त्रीले हटाएका नेपाल विद्युत प्राधिकरणका एमडी कुलमान घिसिङ आज आफै एमडीहरूलाई हटाउने ठाउँमा पुगेका छन्, आफै ऊर्जा मन्त्री बनेका छन्। यसरी हेर्दा नेपाली राजनीतिमा पछिल्लो समय उनो रिभर्स भइरहेको देखिन्छ। सो यो स्थिति चाहिँ कसरी आइपुग्यो त? एउटा ट्रम छ टेक्नोक्रेसी भनेर। यो भने यस्तो गभर्मेन्ट हो जसलाई त्यही क्षेत्रका एक्सपर्टहरू विषय विज्ञहरूले चलाएका हुन्छन्। भनेपछि के अहिलेको नेपालको गभर्मेन्टलाई टेक्नोक्रेसी भन्न मिल्ला त? आउनुहोस् प्रधानमन्त्री सुशीला कार्कीको टिममा अरू को छ, उनीहरूको दक्षता के छ, उनीहरूको पास्ट हिस्ट्री के छ, अनि अब उनीहरूबाट के अपेक्षा गर्न सकिन्छ त, सबै बुझ्ने कोसिस गरौँ आजको इनडेप्थ स्टोरीमा। नम्बर 1, ओम प्रकाश अर्याल। 8 मे 2013 सरकारले लोकमान सिंह कार्कीलाई अख्तियार दुरुपयोग अनुसन्धान आयोगको प्रमुख आयुक्तको रूपमा अपोइन्ट गर्छ। कन्ट्रोभर्सियल छवि बनाएका उनलाई आफ्नो पोजिसनको गलत फाइदा उठाइरहेको आरोप लागिरहेको थियो। त्यही क्रममा ओम प्रकाश अर्यालले लोकमान सिंह कार्की उक्त पोजिसनको लागि अयोग्य छन्, योग्य नै छैनन् भनेर सुप्रिम कोर्टमा आवेदन दिन्छन्। त्यति बेला सुप्रिम कोर्टको चिफ जस्टिस थिइन् अहिलेकी प्रधानमन्त्री सुशीला कार्की। लोकमान सिंह निकै पावरफुल ब्युरोक्रेट भएको र उनीमाथि राजनीतिक शक्तिहरूको हात रहेको थाहा हुँदाहुँदै ओम प्रकाश अर्यालले कति पनि मत नहारिकन 3 पटकसम्म अदालतको ढोका ढकढकाएर उनलाई